Tired of flimsy bottles that just don't survive the drill? Today I am putting the Klean Kanteen Classic 27 Oz with flip seal sport cap to the test. Let's see if it really survives my outdoor adventures. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who just tuned into my channel for the very first time, I am Gijs and I am a Dutch outdoor gear nutter. And I do videos about bottles, but also about backpacks, tents, but also sometimes some gadget stuff that I use to shoot these kind of videos. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the history behind this bottle. I came across it about 1.5 years ago. When I was browsing for the news on the ISPO trade show in Munich. And that's the last one that I visited. And this year, the good news is that it is going to be in Amsterdam. So that's going to be a home party for me. Now, one thing about the bottle that immediately stood out to me was the large loop integrated into the flip seal sport cap. Now, at first glance, it looked like a genuinely practical feature. Easy to clip onto a backpack with a carabiner, so I cannot lose it. And it's also very comfortable to hold and clearly designed with basically outdoor use in mind. Now, at that time, I honestly didn't think too much about the cap's main feature, the one-hand thumb-operated flip seal sport cap drinking nozzle. So I ended up getting one bottle in my favorite color, which is blue, or more precisely in this case, it's Corsair blue, and started using it on a daily basis during outdoor trips and just in daily working life. If you follow my channel, then you know that I've done reviews on a Klean Kanteen bottle in the past and I like the brand. So let's talk a little bit about the brand itself before we take a closer look to the bottle itself. Now, Klean Kanteen was founded in 2004, if I remember correctly, in the United States, and has since become one of the most recognizable names when it comes to reusable bottles and also food containers. From the very beginning, the brand positioned itself around one idea: reducing single-use plastics and create durable, reusable products that people actually want to use every day. And that's somebody like me, basically. Now, Klean Kanteen was also one of the first companies to introduce stainless steel bottles as a serious alternative to plastic and aluminum bottles. Now, they're also a certified B Corporation, a member of the 1% for the Planet organization, and they actively support environmental initiatives worldwide. And take a peek at their website because it is really interesting to read. So, when you pick up a Klean Kanteen product, you're not just buying a bottle, you're basically buying into a philosophy of durability, repairability, and reduced environmental impact, which I think, of course, is good. Now, I always start my reviews with the weight and with the size, my real measurements. Now, according to Klean Kanteen, the Classic 27 Oz bottle has a capacity of 800 milliliters or 27 fluid ounces. That's hence the name. They list the dimensions as 86.6 by 273 millimeters. When I measured the bottle myself, I got slightly different results. The diameter comes in at 73 millimeters and the height at 274 millimeters. So the bottle is noticeably slimmer than they advertise, which actually works in its favor when it comes to fitting it into a backpack pocket and also into a lot of cup holders. Now, Klean Kanteen claims a combined weight of 238.1 grams, including the flip seal sport cap. On my calibrated scale at home, the bottle weighed 236.9 grams, which is absolutely close enough to call it accurate. Now, the volume, that's a little bit of a different story, because when I was using the bottle, I started to question the claimed 800 ml capacity. So I really measured this as well. Yes, technically you can fit 800 milliliters into the bottle, but only if you really fill it to the brim. Once you screw the sport cap on, the water gets pushed out, creating an absolute mess. Now, measured more realistically, I come to 754 milliliters as a maximum volume. And for everyday spill-free use, around 700 milliliters is what you can comfortably expect. The bottle itself is made from 18.8 food grade stainless steel. What's interesting here is that the Classic line uses up to 90% post-consumer recycled stainless steel. So that's good. On the outside, the colored versions use Klean Coat, a chip-resistant paint that's designed for daily use and outdoor use. And yes, it is applied in a powder coating process. And follow the link in the description below if you don't know what this is. Now, there's also a brushed stainless steel version if you prefer no paint at all. Inside the bottle, there is no coating whatsoever. Instead, the interior is electro-polished, creating a very smooth surface that resists dirt buildup and makes cleaning absolutely easy. So, no plastic lining, no aluminum, so no taste transfer when you put water in it. About the electro-polished inside, I made a mistake in the past because I told you that the 1.7 liter Klean Kanteen Tiki White Thermos had a plastic coating on the inside to prevent tastes. It has not. Sorry about that, and I'll put the link to that review in the description below as well. Now, the Flip Seal Sport Cap is made from BPA-free polypropylene with a silicone internal seal. My version also includes the removable telescopic straw, which is an absolute clever and flexible design and made of stainless steel, of course. One thing that I did not tell you yet is that when I got the bottle at the ISPO trade show, basically it had a different Flip Seal Sport Cap. And they changed it during production into this version. And as you can see, this one, I can take this part out and I can take this silicone off as well. And I thought this was really a very super construction, because if you take it apart, you can clean it very thoroughly. But what happened with this one apparently, and it did not happen to me that much, is that this construction, apparently zipping water from the bottle was not that easy. And also this construction, it came out too often, so that drinking was, impossible at all. And so that's why they made basically they reworked the design and they came up with this one and with the telescopic straw. And I think that the telescopic straw, it is absolutely a super way of getting basically one straw for all the bottles. Now, thanks to the stainless steel construction and that clean coat finish, this is a absolute very robust daily use bottle. Now, like most bottles, it's not designed for extreme drops, but for normal outdoor use it holds up very, very well. I've dropped mine several times and I do have some small dents in the bottom. But hey, functionally that does not make a difference at all, and it makes the bottle look even better. Now, regarding the inside, basically a big advantage here is of course that there is no coating on the inside, because there's nothing inside that can chip, peel or fail over time, because with some interior coatings that just happens. Let's talk a little bit about the sustainability. It's always been a key feature of Klean Kanteen, and using recycled stainless steel, using recycled polypropylene and designing products to last, that already makes a huge difference in how sustainable somebody is. Another important aspect is of course its repairability. While you can't buy the bottle without the cap, Klean Kanteen does offer replacement gaskets, straw tips and cap components. So that means that you can extend the life of the bottle instead of replacing it entirely. Now, if you rely heavily on a leak-proof performance, which I do, carrying a spare gasket is a smart move when you are out for a longer trip. Now, regarding my outdoor use, I've used this bottle on day hikes in the Netherlands, longer backpacking trips in Sweden and throughout my daily life. The textured paint provides good grip, even when you're wearing gloves, or when I'm really having wet, cold hands. It is a very good rough painting. Now, the thumb-operated flip nozzle allows quick one-handed drinking, although with smaller hands like mine, I sometimes brace the bottle against my body just for leverage, because it is quite tough when my thumb is not working properly, basically. Because of its size, I wouldn't choose this bottle for running. It's a little bit big and bulky, but the smaller one, which measures 532 milliliters or 18 oz, and that would make much more sense in that case. And then you can still use this flip seal cap. Now, in daily use, it fits very well in backpack pockets and cup holders, including my Mercedes Sprinter van and our Skoda Enyaq 4 that we drive on a daily basis. For bike mounts, it's a bit narrow, so you need to wrap something around it to prevent it rattling or the risk of losing it. With very small backpacks, the height can make it feel slightly top heavy. One feature I absolutely love is the loop on the cap, which makes clipping or securing the bottle very, very easy. And on most of my backpacks, I use that one to clip it with a carabiner to one of the loops on the backpack itself, so I don't lose it. And especially with that backpack, that's really important, because the pocket on the Fjällräven backpack is not that deep. Now, this is a single wall bottle, so temperature retention is limited. I find the sweet spot to be between 12 and 20 degrees Celsius or 54 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, in direct sunlight, and it's hitting the bottle now, water warms up pretty quickly. Now, hot drinks are not recommended because the sport cap is not designed for hot drinks. Cleaning, it's absolutely very easy, not just because of the clean coat. If you use it for water, just a quick rinse with hot water is basically usually enough. Now, the sport cap needs more frequent cleaning, but it is dishwasher safe. So if you have a dishwasher, just put it in there and it will be fine. The straw can be cleaned with a small brush. Klean Kanteen claims the Flip Seal Sport Cap is 100% leak-proof when closed. And in my experience, that holds true. Leaks, they can occur if the cap is assembled incorrectly or the seal inside is worn. So now it's time to head on to my verdict. How do I rate the Klean Kanteen Classic 27 oz with Flip Seal Sport Cap? For outdoor users looking for a lightweight and durable plastic-free bottle for hiking, biking, travel and even everyday use, the Klean Kanteen Classic 27 oz with the Flip Seal Sport Cap is absolutely worth considering. It is robust, easy to use, easy to clean, does not retain smells, and spare parts are available. So in that way it is also sustainable. If you have small hands, the Flip Seal Sport Cap can be a bit of a challenge from time to time. If insulation is important, look elsewhere, but for everything else this bottle really delivers. At €18.90 or $21.95 or £16.15, it offers excellent value, and therefore I rate the Klean Kanteen Flip Seal Sport Cap at 9.4 points out of 10 total. Now, if you found this review useful, hit the like button and subscribe, and please leave a comment. That is helpful for the algorithm so the channel can grow and help more outdoor enthusiasts like us. Enjoy the outdoors and stay safe. Ciao, ciao! And I'm so happy that the sun came out, because now I can have a little zip.